Hello, thank you for joining in. My name is Zainal Ibrahim Kumar, and my project is on Leaders Must Influence the Message of Positivism. It's a project for theories of leadership. According to Northaus, conceptualizing leadership is a process, and there are many theories or approaches. He adds that leadership is a trait, an ability, a skill, a relationship, an influence process. To define leadership, one must be able to differentiate between a good leader and a destructive leader. Stalin, Hitler, Mussolini, and more are contributes to a story of how destructive leaders creates unbearable living situations, including genocides. Their stories become our study of preventions. These leaders use their unduly ways to create fear so they can lead. However, there are other ways to lead people. This is the intellectual approach. There has been multiple empirical studies have been conducted to analyze the best course of action for a leader to take. Exceptional experience where success for both parties is the key. It's imperative to understand that we have to have success for both parties and not just the leader or not just the employee. There are multiple approaches. However, the three that resonated with me the most were transformational leadership, servant leadership, and situational leadership. In the subject matter of leadership, we cannot forget to talk about a trait that is apparent in most leadership approaches: charisma. According to Oxford Dictionary, charisma is a compelling attractiveness that can inspire devotion in others. And the best way to sum up this charisma trait would be the most famous motivating saying: use your charm to win them over, an indistinguishable trait of President Barack Obama. The reason to study leadership approaches was the most important thing is we are here to make money, and not just money but to think on importance of making our goal. And sometime to make that goal we have to have the right people around us. What we mean by that is that we should be able to take appropriate approaches to ensure that goal is achieved. And one of the things is that sometimes a person or a distinguishable person will be able to create that goal and lead us. So this is one of the reasons we study leadership, is to make goals. Another reason is to ensure that we effectively, efficiently resolve conflicts to have optimal results, managing conflicts, and to create a constructive climate. Golden rules. All right, guys. So this is the best way for me to explain is that not all CEOs or managers in organizations can provide training to an employee directly. And as they're unable to do this, most companies work with simple slogans, and mostly they're related to the golden rules that we know of our lives. Some are like Nike's Just Do It, Southwest Airlines Treat People the Way You Want to Be Treated, Apple's Think Differently. What it does, it creates a guided set of conditioned response to how one should act or react in any given situation. So this way they can uphold the authenticity of the message and ensure that it aligns with the core values of the company. The notion of leaving a legacy is a revolving thought on everyone's mind. And I think this is one of the reasons why many gets into the leadership role. And not only for that, but to move up, right? To be successful. They do good and do bad. And when they do these things, we get these laws and principles that keeps us in this guided box for that reason. But sometimes there will be an individual who will say this box is too small for me. And why would they say something in that nature is because they believe that they vision something great, right? Something super big. And it does not fit with the ordinary. So when that happens, everyone gets very flabbergasted. A prime example is when we believed that the Earth was the center of the universe, but then later on we came to find out it was the heliocentric theory was introduced, and came to find out that the sun was the center of our not the universe, but our solar system. And this proves that most influential zeitgeist will prevail even if it's not the rational approach. So, therefore, my philosophy of leadership is based on positive influences. If we can influence the right number of people, uh, we could change the world's economy, we can change and restore our ecosystem, our climate, and that is the reason of a leadership, right? So to sacrifice for the due cause, and if we cannot influence people to do that, then we're not a worthy leader. So to be a worthy leader, we must positive influence where humanity thrives.